for it, Danny.
Kenny, the end of the game situation, that inbounds, what look were you trying to generate?
Trying to get to Evan in the paint.
What was the rationale behind Evan, or behind Donovan throwing the ball in?
We were trying to, because he's our best passer in that situation. With Lonzo, we usually have thrown out. Wanted to get Evan a paint touch, seal. He got the shot off. Free throw line shot.
You guys fell down by, I believe it was 21 in the third quarter. So what did you think was the biggest issue that led to that?
Probably offensive rebounding and shot making. Those two things. They, when they did miss, they're getting the offensive rebound. I think they had 15 for the game, so that's a lot. But I loved our fight coming back. I loved how we shared the ball. That comeback, you're down 21. We could have went the other way. I've seen that. So I liked our competitive spirit. Had some guys off the bench come in to help. Tyrese was really good. We made a run at it. Had a chance. Gave ourselves a chance. So I liked our spirit. I liked our fight.
Evan Mobley has been scoring the ball more efficiently recently at 27 points tonight. What has led to that change?
Listen, I think he's getting the ball in better spots. I think he's he's reading the swarm when teams are swarming the paint. Now I think he's making a better decisions, kicking it out, kicking it to shooters. Evan's just got he's a guy that's a great decision maker with the ball. And I think right now he's finding that balance between, kind of bullying to the rim and kicking out for easy shots.
And then Darius Garland had a slower start to the game, started scoring the ball a lot in the fourth quarter. What led to that?
First of all, like I've said before, this is going to take some time. I love that he showed signs of being the old DG. I felt like towards the end of the game, speed was there. He's getting to the rim. Obviously in the beginning of the game it wasn't as smooth. So that's part of us getting on track, him getting on track. So that was a real positive sign. I think he was part of the group that led the comeback.
Mark, what makes Peyton Pritchard so hard to defend?
Yeah, he's good. He's strong. He's got the mid-range now. He can get in the lane and kind of bully you and do this little push-off thing and get that too. And then obviously deep three-point shooter. Really turned himself into a heck of a player.
It feels like Don is kind of picks and chooses his times to get really aggressive offensively. You saw at the beginning of the fourth and kind of towards the end. I feel like sometimes you need to get Don not more involved because he's obviously involved in everything, but he needs to be a little more aggressive earlier on.
No, I think he was making listen, that they were loading up on. It was pretty obvious his strategy, right? And let other guys beat you. And I don't know. We could have him go into four guys and try to do that and force it. I just loved, and DG too, and Evan. Like, they got to keep trusting our guys. If they're gonna, muck off our role players, we got to keep trusting the pass, keep playing the right way. You could argue the other way, right? Just keep bullying, go 1-on-3. That's not what I want our guys to do. So I was happy that we made the right play most of the time.
Do you like the offensive process tonight?
Yeah. I think our decision making was good. Again, there's you got to, take what the defense gives you, basically. If you don't, it can turn into a, not so good. But I thought, defense, obviously there were two things with rebounding and then the free throw disparity. I don't know even what the free throw disparity was in the second half. 21-9. Someone said something. So that's where we kind of lost the game: free throws and rebounding. But listen, the great thing about the NBA, we got another shot at it tomorrow night. We're going through it a little bit. 3 losses in a row. The sky is not falling. I think we got a lot of things going on, and I trust this group, love this group. We'll go get one tomorrow.
Actually, Coach touched on it. You talked about balance for the game. He had 52 triples and 3-point attempts and 13 free throw attempts. Were you happy with your guys' aggression?
Again, I think they did a good job packing the paint, and there's obviously teams leaving guys open on the perimeter, and you know we just got to keep making the right play. You know, and that was part of us getting in this hole. We obviously weren't making threes, but like I said, I don't. If the paint is packed, you gotta get in. I do like we're getting paint touches. We're getting in there. They suck in. We gotta find shooters and let it fly.
Ethan, Ken and Tyrese just came in the fourth quarter, had 5 quick ones that helped you guys out. What did you see from him to come into a game like that?
Oh man, I thought he changed the energy on both ends. Right, offensively really good. Hit that wing 3 over on the right. He was part of the comeback crew. I felt like, and then defense. He's he's a heck of a competitor. He's going to be a really good player in this league.
And I apologize, you answered this already, but Darius, obviously, in the fourth quarter comes alive. That's kind of the player that you guys have envisioned from him. How good is his team when he's like that?
Super positive. I think that's one of the positive takeaways of this game, where he's still trying to find his rhythm, still trying to find his groove, and I felt like, fourth quarter, it was the old Darius. He was at the rim a lot. He was in the paint a lot, making really good decisions. So real positive sign for us.
Okay,
All right.
Coach.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
Everything locker room.